theatre. And this is where Damascus casts its spell on the visitor, including me. This is chilled tamarind juice, finished with a little bit of rose water. And on a hot day, it's quite refreshing. The Grand Souk is immense. It stretches over an area of 16 square miles, or just over 40 square kilometres. Each area in the souk seems to specialise in one thing. So you have dozens of dried fruit stalls together, followed by a whole section devoted exclusively to sweets. Here, you find every conceivable indulgence for the sweet tooth. Now this is what you call colour. These are all pickled vegetables. They're used in shawarmas or wraps together with falafel or meat. Then there's the local herbalist, with Bazaar stuffed animals, turtle shells and dried reptiles, all hanging on display. There are stalls that sell everything you need for a visit to the local hammam. Sponges, scrubbing brushes, olive oil soaps, brass water bowls, as well as wooden shoes to negotiate the slippery marble floors. A great way of shopping here is just to follow your nose. In the cobbled streets in the heart of the souk, the air is filled with the aroma of exotic perfumeries. Using a palette of essential ingredients, these expert perfumers can mix up your very own scent, with an extra note of lavender maybe, or a tincture of rose. They also do a roaring trade in mimicking top-line international signature perfumes. They're just the latest in a long line of families of perfumers that have been working here since ancient times. The Silk Route was heavily perfumed with amazing scents from all over the known world. It all passed through Damascus and still lingers even today. As one of the oldest cities in the world, Damascus is certainly home to many institutions and traditions, but some are more recent and purely for pleasure. The Bakdash ice cream shop has been an institution since 1895. It is famous throughout all Damascus, and its constant stream of customers attests to its popularity. It begins first thing in the morning when local customers arrive to enjoy something I could only describe as a custard pudding. And the customers continue to stream in all day. The Bakdash family has been prominent in Damascene society for a long time. The first Prime Minister of Syria was a member of the clan. Bakdash is such an important part of life in Damascus that rituals have developed around the shop. When young couples in Damascus announce their engagement, it's traditional for the intended son-in-law to invite his future wife's family for an ice cream at Bakdash. Watching these guys pound the ice cream into submission is all part of the show. All the bashing means the texture of the ice cream has a beautiful elasticity, Plus, there's the amazing flavour. Smothered in pistachio nuts, it's really hard to restrict myself to just one. But Damascus has other historical connections to ice cream. Ernest Hamwi, a Syrian from Damascus, had a waffle booth at the 1904 St. Louis World Fair. The ice cream vendor in the next booth ran short of serving dishes, so Mr. Hamwi came up with the idea of containing the ice cream in a rolled waffle, and the humble ice cream cone was born. Two of the most popular dishes are kishke and buza, and after tasting them, I can certainly understand why Bakdash is a Syrian icon. Wandering through the streets, I saw a man outside a butcher's stall blowing up intestines with a straw. He inflates them to show that they are of good quality and have no holes. They're used for making sausages and are filled with things like minced lamb, pine nuts, herbs and dried fruit. I think kibbeh is the ultimate snack. They're a favourite throughout the Middle East. Shaped like an egg, it's made with a burgle wheat casing and stuffed with spicy meat and pine nut filling. Even the most magnificent feast will include cobs or bread. It's an integral part of every meal. Moroccan bread is thick and crusty, whereas the Syrian version is thinner and like a pitta. It's used to mop up tasty juices, dips and soup. After the bread is baked, some customers prefer it to be hung out to dry for a while. It's a remarkable sight to see racks lining the streets with rounds of flat bread drying in the sun. I'm walking the street where St. Paul shopped for sandals and probably haggled for a bargain. Straight Street dissects the centre of the city from east to west and is mentioned in the Bible. That's what you call a divine pedigree. Now, most of it has a vaulted tin roof, with thousands of holes which some say were made by French bullets during a colonial battle.